Welcome back to another video. My name is Callan and I'm currently reacting to every single A24 film in order. Today, however, I want to show off some of the filming locations that I found for the movie Green Room. This will be part 1 since I was only able to track down a few spots. This movie was filmed in Oregon, mainly in Astoria, and I believe the Mount Hood National Forest. All of the interior scenes though were filmed on a soundstage. Since my wife and I wanted to spend some time at the beach, I thought it would be perfect to track down some of the filming locations in Astoria. The first location that I wanted to find was Tad's house. In this scene here you can see the van driving up an incline with the ocean in the background. This could have been any street in Astoria since it's pretty hilly, so I had to do my research. Luckily I found a script online where it briefly mentions Tad's house being on 12th and Ocean. So I first tried looking for 12th and or Ocean on a map of Astoria. I didn't find Ocean, but I found 12th Street and I figured Marine Drive would be the closest thing to Ocean since it's nearest to the water. I pulled up a street view but realized I was way too close to the water and needed to head further up 12th and look for some sort of incline. I continued up 12th with street view and finally stumbled upon this shot. You can see the church on the left, and behind that the next tallest building, the second to the highest floor, is painted white. On the right you can also see the brown building with the white roof and white pillars. So we're here in Astoria, Oregon on the corner of 12th and Grand Avenue where Tad's apartment was located. Not too sure if this would have been his apartment or this one here, but you can definitely recognize all the buildings down here on this street. I now realize I think this would have been his apartment because you can see him standing in front of this building, and the building closest to the camera would have been this building since you can see the window protruding out. And here's one last look at 12th Street before we head off to find some food. Now the band's first gig in the movie was at a Mexican restaurant, so of course I had to track this place down so we can eat there for lunch. In order to track this restaurant down, I just typed in Mexican restaurants in Astoria. There were quite a few places, so I had to click on every single one and pull up shots of the interior. Eventually I stumbled upon this restaurant where someone posted a picture of the interior and immediately recognized the colorful drapes and the red seats. After scrubbing through the movie to track down more details, this one scene actually shows the address of 35431. I double checked the address online and can now confirm this was the restaurant used in the movie. This is what the interior looks like. You can see the same colorful drapes and the red seats along the window. It looks like they swapped out the red seats that were located in the middle and on the right though. In this angle of Tiger singing, you can see the beaded doorway, the hanging peppers on the side, as well as the employees only sign. And here's my shot of the restaurant from that similar angle. Regardless if you're a fan of the movie or not, this is a really nice restaurant to check out located along the water. The food here was really delicious. My wife got the trio and I got the burrito mojado. Here's one last look at the address on the outside and the overall building before we conclude our time in Astoria. Now there's still a few places in the movie that I want to track down. If anybody knows where they're located, please let me know. The first one being the skating rink where they siphon gas. The sign on this blue building says Seaside Ice Skating Ring, however I couldn't find anything about it online. This movie was filmed a while ago, so it might no longer exist, or they dressed up a blue building specifically for this film. The main filming location that I want to find, of course, is the Green Room warehouse. This one's going to be tough to find since there's a lot of foresty parts in Oregon, and the van had to drive down a bit to reach the warehouse, which means it might not be too visible from the side of the road or even accessible to the public if I wanted to go and visit it. Here's a nice exterior shot of the building if anyone recognizes it or has a clue of where it's located. There's also another building at the end of the movie that I'm not able to find, so if anybody knows, please let me know. Alright, and this concludes part 1 of my filming locations for Green Room. Thank you so much for watching. As always, please subscribe to my channel down below and follow along this journey with me as I watch and react to every single A24 film in order and try to track down some of the filming locations from it. Anyways, I'll see you next Thursday for the next video.